Moon Knight is a superhero detective in the Marvel Universe. Before gaining any superpowers, Mark Spector was already a proficient martial artist and weapons specialist due to his time as a mercenary. However, once he is visited by the Egyptian moon god Khonshu, his strength is greatly amplified depending on the lunar cycle of the moon. He's a tad on the crazy side, or maybe more than a tad, and here's a cheat sheet to give you a few facts you should know. Moon Knight often gets compared to Batman, considering they are both wealthy detectives who use gadgetry to fight crime. However, there are distinct differences between the two. While Batman fights crime to avenge his parents' murder, Moon Knight does so to alleviate his own guilt from his time as a mercenary. Moon Knight is aware that his white costume isn't exactly incognito. He wears white on purpose to intimidate or scare his would-be opponents. Moon Knight actually suffers from dissociative identity disorder as a result of juggling 3 alter egos, all of whom help him in his fight against crime. Depending on which alter ego is in control, Moon Knight will brutalize or even cripple his enemies. Recently, he's even begun carving crescents into the foreheads of criminals to remind them what happens when they break the law around Moon Knight. Speaking of brutalizing his opponents, as if being insane wasn't bad enough, it doesn't help that Khonshu, who gives Moon Knight his powers, is also a blood god. He's constantly in Moon Knight's head and will appear from time to time to beckon Mr. Knight to commit almost sacrificial violence on his behalf. Moon Knight was briefly in the Avengers, but abused his privileges solely to pick a fight with Doctor Doom. As with many comic book characters, Mark Spector has died a couple of times, but each time has been resurrected by Khonshu. Over the years, Moon Knight has steadily gained popularity with fans, appearing in video games and cartoons with a possible Netflix live-action series on the horizon. Whether he's tossing around moon-shaped throwing knives or wielding his adamantium staff, Moon Knight is not someone you want to mess with. Just ask the Werewolf by Night.